Hi, welcome to One Word a Day. I'm Sophie, your pilot into the universe of Chinese. We are going to continue our flight into the deep of this amazing ancient language. And I'm fortunate enough to be born into this language. And now I'm sharing with you 言行不一 was what we were talking about yesterday, talking about you're not walking your talk, not walk the talk. So 行 is the walking and 言 is the talking. So these two are not one, means not consistent. So today we're going to continue on this yan. We have been heavily talking about a yan a lot, and we are going to unpack yan in this episode to give you a visual, more in-depth looking at this formation of this character yan. Yan are 无信. Okay. Here is a yan in the Asian form because this is simplified Chinese, and also for the efficiency of writing, and also for the convenience of decoding, like the readers read the language. Looking at this, things more complicated, right, than this. So eventually the vertical line over here was taken out, extracted out, like that's not needed. And with just that, it's enough to express the sense of its words. It's what's said. So, but we coming back to the origin of the language, it was formed by this tongue symbol. So somehow this, horn, upward pointing thing, pointing toward the mouth. That means something inside the mouth. This is the mouth symbol, the smiley face with a box and always pointing outward, smiley face. And that's directing this shape pointing inside, like toward the mouth, right? So that's the tongue. And okay, so this is this portion, this the tongue. And then the two horizontal lines. I find it amazing, crisscrossing between two eras, two times, but the similar capturing of the sense of the sound, transferring, is it called transmitting through the air. See here, this is what I find on Google Icon website. It's contemporary, 2022, contemporary representation of the sound sensing. You see the horizontal line, they're not horizontal, vertical lines, and these representing the sound beats, bigger volume or smaller volume, right? And there are certain distance between each sound, right? That's over time, different volume. That's the simplified representation of the sound waves transmitting through the air. Contemporary 2022 by Google, English speaking world. And here, there's two lines, horizontal lines, one longer than the other. Okay, this, I don't know, Chinese formation probably 10,000 years ago. I'm not a historian. I don't exactly, I will read up on that, but somewhere back in history, long time ago, in another piece of land, people representing the sense of sound transmitting through the air in the exact same way, except that it's horizontally placed. And also the similarity of one longer line and then one smaller line, giving you the sense of the sound coming from the mouth or where the tongue is the sound, the biggest sound wave, and then it's going to diminishing over time, right? Through distance and also through time. So the bigger, the first line is the biggest, longest line, and then it's going to small. So that's the sense of sound passing through the air. Isn't that amazing? I'm just so touched by this connection between different eras, different cultures representing sound the same way. Okay. 言而无信 is a connector word. It could be and or but, depends on if the message before and after this connector word are consistent. So in this case, it's a but because there's a negation here. You're supposed to mean what you said, and you're supposed to be trustworthy with your words. Like you very careful with words, right? So this is 信. 信, you can see in the formation of this character, it has the sound, this character in it on the right majority side. And then on the left side is a simplified human figure. Human figure, full figure is like this, standing balanced, but when it's put as a part of another word, it becomes simplifying and stand on the side, kind of look like this, right? So that's this character, and that's 信, that's human words. So this combination is supposed to be like morally required to be trusted. So a person, when they say a word, you're supposed to be truthful, supposed to be trustworthy. So that's the character, the foundation of 信. So that's a kind of a moral demand on people, that you're supposed not to lie. You're going to use a word, human words mean something, like that should be truthful, at least as best as you know, right? So that's the kind of a trust that character was built from this character. So we have words in there, and there's a negation there. It's not trusted. So it's a negation of what you're supposed to be, right? A twist of information or the meaning. So naturally, I mean, logically, in this context, then this character have to take the meaning of a but, not an and. So you claim something, but you're not trusted. That's the full meaning. And 言而无信, a lot of times just means people say something, but we really discredit what they say, probably because from previous experience of what that person said is not trustworthy, already proven untrue. So it's not trusted. So 言而无信 is a really, really bad in contemporary interpretation, or be a really, really bad PR, right? Like if somebody or some organization lost their credibility, that's a really, really big deal. So 言而无信, we already figured that out, and point out the importance of gaining trust. That's the way, like you mean what you say, you're using human words, really careful. That's how you are accumulating your bank, your deposit of trust, right? Okay, just orchid, I put in there. I like the image. It's by a contemporary artist. And in Chinese culture, orchid are one of the 4 main plant-based inspirations for personality or for character. So 君子 are somebody who are truthful, stay true, regardless of external pressure to themselves. So they are supposed to be trustworthy. They are supposed to be always, maybe not intention, we cannot interpret to that far, but at least this is upright person and you can trust them. So 言而无信 is the opposite. They are not orchid inspired. They are not confining to that image or moral requirement of a person who are supposed to be trustworthy. Right? Cash into the currency of thinking by one word a day with Sophie. See you another day.